Hello and welcome to the next World's 2023 preview video where we're going to cover the Mad Lions. Yes, a team that has went international time and time again for the LEC to varying results over the last few years. They are here once again. They're the 3 seed for Europe going to Korea. Historically, the last 3 years, the 3rd seed from the LEC has only gotten to group stage, has not left to go any farther. Obviously, this tournament is in a different format, but that gives you an idea that the 3rd seed from the LEC has not made it to the top 8 in the last 3 years. Their coach is Mac. Mac has been with Mad Lions for the entire run that they've been on. He's 26 and 43 as a coach at international events. Sorry, not 26, 43, 26 and 34. Worlds 2020 and 2022, he didn't get out of play-ins. Worlds 21 was able to get to the top 8 and quarterfinals. MSI 2021 went to semifinals, and then this past tournament in 2023, he was in the bottom 2, going 0-6 at the tournament. So Mad Lions' average age is actually 23.8 years old. You think of Team Liquid and you say, oh, Team Liquid, that's an older team. Mad Lions are actually older than Team Liquid. The video that went out yesterday and I just recorded today, obviously I'm wearing the same hoodie. I'm recording multiple videos today. Top lane for Mad Lions, we have Chasey, a Korean import. The only import on the team, the youngest player on the team, and as a rookie, so we have to keep this in mind. Mad Lions, like BDS, who I went over a few days ago, with the new format in the LEC, championship points allowed teams to have a good chance to go to Worlds, despite, frankly, sucking in summer. Mad Lions went 10 and 15 in summer and playoffs thereafter. And same thing with BDS. Like, they went 12 and 15 or something. Like, these numbers are very bad. 2-3 KDA, 7-2 CS per minute, below 50% KP for Chasey. So he's weak side, not getting farm, still dying a lot. 365 gold per minute, which is only 20.3% of the team's gold, and his damage is the same share at 20.3% and 475 DPM. So he's not involved, and he's not getting resources. So that is what it is. I apologize for the noise in the background. On average at 15 minutes, down 240 gold, 3 CS, and 290 XP, 5 solo kills in 25 games, played 11 champions. So everybody on this team outside of, well, actually even Karzi, everybody played double-digit champions. So they definitely experimented in summer and tried to figure out what would stick, and frankly, none of it did. Chasey's MSI was awful. These numbers are very, very bad. 0.7 KDA, 7.4 CS per minute, and the lowest KP I think I've ever seen, 22.5% in a sample size of an international event. I mean, talk about being not involved, right? Below 1 out of every 4 kills, yet still dying a ton. 341 gold per minute, 348 damage per minute. On average was meh in those 6 games. Down 155 gold, up 3 CS, down 205 XP, 1 solo kill. Chasey, as the split went on, got worse. I thought he was pretty good to start, but as the year went along, he kind of fell off a bit as other people figured out why he is a 22-year-old Korean import in Europe with no LCK experience, right? So I think, the people started kind of figuring out what he was in terms of potential. Elyoya in the jungle. So this past year, Elyoya sucked. In my opinion, I think Mad Lions didn't really give him opportunities to succeed in summer, in part due to the meta. I think he's kind of limited, and it's becoming clearer to me. I do think he's still one of the better Western-born junglers, but at the same time, there is a lot left to be desired. So 3.4 KDA, 5.2 CS per minute, 67.5 KP. So these numbers, very facilitator-oriented. We're looking at below 5.5 CS per minute. So he's not farming a lot, and around 67.5 KP. So he's not overly involved either. So he's doing neither thing. 330 gold per minute is 18.4% of the team's gold. 302 damage per minute. That's about 12.6% of damage. That's one of the lower ones we'll see. So like I said, very facilitator-oriented, tanky, not involved, and that's where Elyoya is not at his best. I think Elyoya is the guy that should be given an opportunity to carry when it comes to secondary carries on this team. On average, down 455 gold, 5 CS, 45 XP, 4 solo kills, 12 champions playing 25 games. I think he's better than these numbers. I can't stress that enough, but at the same time, it is a 25 game sample size, and a lot of people do think Ilyoya has dropped off a bit in the last couple months. Internationally, he's 22 and 28 in his career. Worlds 21 out in quarters, 2022 out in play-ins, MSI 21 semifinals, 2023 out in 7th, 8th place. His international numbers, not super strong, but they do show why I think Ilyoya is really good. 2.5 KDA, 5.8 CS per minute, 69.7 KP. I just went over Piotr's numbers. I think carry oriented at international stage, he does stand. He does stand his ground. He does not look out of place. He belongs. Ilyoya, I think, is the same way. And when you think of Western players, not a ton of them, personally, go there and you're like, that guy fits. He can compete with the Eastern junglers. And I think Ilyoya is that type of player. I think he's that good. 349 gold per minute, 288 damage per minute. On average, doesn't fall off, which is important at 15 minutes against Eastern teams. That's why he's went on runs in the past. 70 gold, 2 CS, 20 XP up, 8 solo kills in 50 games. I think he's pretty good. We'll see what happens. I think he's a little disgruntled and he's frustrated, and as are the fans. We'll see what happens. Mid lane, we have Niski at 25 years old. Niski, in my opinion, should be the facilitator, Ilyoya the carry, but that just wasn't the case. Niski given a lot of carry opportunities in summer, and I think that was part of the reason why they had trouble. 2.7 KDA, 8.6 CS per minute, below 60% KP. Very low KP for a mid laner that's not putting near 9 CS per minute. So he's giving up gold. He's not involved. 406 gold per minute, 22.7% of the team's gold. So clearly secondary carry on this team. 651 damage per minute. That's 28% of the team's damage. And usually that is almost top tier. And a good, well-rounded team, 28% is close to the most. Where in this case, Mad Lions are not like that. On average in the LEC, Niski is average at 15 minutes. Down like 40 gold. CS is even. Down 160 XP. 4 solo kills, 10 champions, 25 games. At international events, he's 9 wins, 21 losses. Worlds 2019 and 21 out in group stage. Worlds 2022 out in play-ins. MSI 23, 7th, 8th place. At these events, his numbers are not great. He gets, like I said, he's best as a facilitator, which at international events, if you can't offer more than that as a mid laner, you need a really damn good carry alongside you. And with Niski, it hasn't always come through. So a 1.6 KDA, 7.9 CS per minute, 66, 3 KP. Like, he gives up a lot across the entire game. In first 15 minutes, he's okay. But as the game goes on, he is an afterthought when it comes to resources. 387 gold per minute, 505 damage per minute on average. Up 105 gold, down 2 CS, down 105 XP. 9 solo kills in the 30 games. So, 25 years old, he is what he is. I think Niski has a lot of charisma. I think he seems like a really like good teammate and things like that to have on a team. But at the same time, I don't know. I feel like Mad Lions don't approach the game in the way that best allows them a chance. Because you look at these numbers, like if Niski's put on things like Jason, Ari, and stuff at Worlds, this is going to be a bad deal for Mad Lions. Karzi, so 21 years old, and I want to say this about Karzi. I don't give him enough credit. Personally, I don't think a lot of people do, but I'm going to just say it in my video. I don't think I give him enough credit for how young he is. Because, it's always been Karzi's was what Karzi is the player holding back Mad Lions. Last year, it's like, oh, look, Mad Lions are fine with Unforgiven. Karzi's on Vitality. They stink, and this and that. And really, he's only 21 years old. A lot of this early career stuff is at a very young age. His development has definitely improved. He's improved this year because he's still young and he's going to get better. So I want to just say that I think it's clear that this past is very reminiscent of Comp last year. He's taken the next step, and I'm finally noticing that next step after this playoff run, and frankly, even summer in general. 3.2 KDA, 9.7 CS per minute, 67.1 KP. 454 gold per minute. That's 25.4%. So he is the carry. Over 800 DPM. That is massive. 32.9%. You are not going to find many teams at this event with such a vocal point as a carry when it comes to the damage share. Between these two, we got 60.8% of the team's damage between two players. That's usually not a good sign, but that just shows how much Karzi and Niski are doing the work and the heavy lifting for Mad Lions. On average, Karzi looks good at 15 minutes, up 90 gold, but 8 CS and 160 XP. So he finds leads, 2 solo kills, 12 champions, 25 games. Excuse me. So yeah, Chasey isn't the youngest player. Obviously, Karzi is. I have it written on the board for a reason, and I just completely ignore it. So he's 20 and 28 internationally. Worlds 2020 out in play-ins, 21 out in quarters. MSI 21 out in semifinals. MSI 23 7th, 8th place. So these numbers, we have to think about these international numbers, and that's what really sparked my thought process about this and his age. 2020, he was 18 years old. And not only was he 18 years old, but we're thinking back to those metas. Senna Wukong. Senna in general for Karzi. Put Karzi on weak side champions and that was what was happening. But he's also very young, so these numbers aren't very good because of the metas he played in. 2.2 KDA, 8.5 CS per minute, 64.9 KP. 418 gold per minute, 536 damage per minute. And it's shown when it comes to CS what metas he was in, because he's not down CS at 15 minutes internationally across these 48 games because he's against other bot lanes that are playing that weak side Senna stuff, the meta that it was, frankly. 10 solo kills in 48 games. So Karzi, I think, is world class. I think he's reached that for me. Does he do some things at Int? Sure. But I think that at 21 years old, he's taken that next step. He really has. Alongside him is somebody not young. So Hillisang is 28 years old. Obviously the coin flipper of support. The poor man's the shy of support. Let's be honest. Just get your coin out, flip it, and that's what Hilly's going to do for you. That's why he's a 2.1 KDA, 68.7 KP this past summer. 2.94 vision score per minute, placed about 7 to 8 wards every 5 minutes. 3 control ward every 3 minutes, and clears only 1 ward every 4 minutes. He's not very vision heavy. He is a engaged support that just throws caution to the wind and just jumps in there and hopes it sticks. 10 champions, 25 games. Internationally, he's 33 and 40, most decorated on the team. Worlds 2018, runner-up. 2019 and 2020 out in quarters. 21 and 22 out in group stage, all with Fnatic. MSI 2018 would be out in semifinals. In 2023, 7th, 8th place. So this team, it all comes down to Karzi. How far can he take them? And if Elyoya they can figure out how to utilize Elyoya better. Those are the two things that Mad Lions need to do. If they don't and they continue to play like they have the last couple months, this team is not going to do very well. Once again, luckily for the LEC, they are not the 4th seed. BDS is. Not that BDS have done much better recently, but Mad would have been out in play-ins. Honest to God, I'm not saying this as he's from North America. Of course he's saying Golden Guard. No. You saw Mad Lions the last couple months. They have sucked. If they continue to play that way, they would not have gotten into play-ins. So we'll see if they, hopefully with all the extra scrims and stuff, can figure it out for their sake, but we'll see. So Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, like it. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter. Join the Discord. Become a YouTube supporter. And thank you for watching.